lobsters, and these are always a customer favorite. As a matter of fact, we are offering you a chance to either choose the 6 count or the 12 count, and you are getting our 4 to 4.5 ounce lobsters. These are so incredible. These are from this premium location in Maine. Usually when you're dining at a 5-star restaurant, typically on the menu, when they offer Maine lobster, they have market price. They won't even put the price on there. And market price is something that can be a premium. I love that you can have those Stonington delicious. These are those buttery, very tender, really wonderful, incredible melt in your mouth lobster tails right in your freezer. And these are a special buy. We put them on special and on our flex pay. So if you're gonna get the 6 count, you're looking at an investment of $39.98. And then if you're looking at the 12 count, then you're looking at $69.98 to get them at home and free shipping and handling. This is a wonderful way for you to be able to pamper mom for Mother's Day, or just for your family. You want a little surf and turf, or you want to make some delicious lobster roll or lobster macaroni and cheese. Stephanie Roberts is joining us for the full presentation. And Stephanie, I can think of wonderful, wonderful recipes to be able to use these lobster tails. I keep these in my deep freezer. I order them here at HSN. I do, because you know this to be true, right? When you're thinking about Maine lobsters, right? And we often talk about this very candidly. These are not your supermarket lobster tails. It's important to differentiate between just a regular lobster tail and Maine lobsters. Maine lobsters are like the gold standard. They really, they're the standard that everyone is trying to reach, which is typically why they don't associate or attach a price to it. Is usually a market price, but they are the most tender, and they have almost a sweetness to the taste of these lobsters.
Yes, Marlo, you have said it perfectly. All lobsters are not created equal. That is the most important thing to understand. So what you're seeing at the grocery store, you really, quite honestly, don't want to be seeing at the fine restaurant, because that's another level up. So usually we associate lobster with just a very special treat because of price. What I love so much about what we're able to do, and we only do this a couple of times a year, so treat yourself and your mom to a beautiful piece of meat, because these are coming all the way from the coast of Maine, where the water is special. And not just anywhere in Maine, Stonington, Maine has a curve right along the coast that allows the cool water to pool up, and the lobsters love it there. So they're happy and they eat the great things that are on the rocks, which translates to great things for you in their meat. So when these come to you, they do come on the shell. So I want to show you what that looks like. We have cut this one in half. So all you have to do is take off the front of the shell. Could not be easier to do. Quite honestly, I use the scissors. If you take the meat all the way out of the shell, look at the bounty of meat you are getting. So there will be 6 full tail just like this in every bag. And so then the world is up to you what you want to do with it. So on my grill here, I've got a few of them that I'm doing in the shell. First of all, only takes about 3-4 minutes aside. Look at the color. The shell turns that gorgeous red that makes me think of just luxury and juicy eating. And then on the inside, oh, there's my meat. And I've got those gorgeous grill marks. I'm going to pull a couple of those off and show you some different options while I flip these. I like how easy these are to work with, Marlo. I mean, I can cook these in several minutes time and allow myself to have a treat that is unlike anything I would normally have. So since we are talking about sweet treats for mom, I would love my kids to make me dinner on Mother's Day. I do not want to cook, but here's the deal. They probably don't want to put too much effort into cooking either, and that's okay. So if you bring lobster tail home, maybe you put a steak on the grill, and then you could serve the tail along with the steak and a vegetable. And look, again, it is going to peel right out of the shell, and you will have the most gorgeous looking meat you have ever imagined. Or maybe you're more of a pasta person. I could then take my lobster that I have grilled, and I could top an Alfredo pasta with it. And again, this is something that everybody in the family can get into making for mom, and certainly get into eating and enjoying, whether it is surf or turf or the pasta style. If you're not a griller, couple of other ways to cook these, and all incredibly easy. I honestly like a broiled. So I would put them under the broiler for about 5 minutes and then maybe flip them for less than another 5, less than 10 total in the broiler. Another great thing to do is boil them if you're not into either grilling or boiling or broiling, and they do cook very quickly also in the boiling water. But the thing I like about taking them off the grill is that you can just get that flakiness of the meat. You get a little bit of texture on the edge from the grill, and then the inside melts in my mouth. So I'm a salad girl. I love it. When my kids were young, I used to get to fill out Mother's Day things, and they'd say, "What's your mom's favorite food?" And my kids always said salad. And I thought, oh, if only they knew. I just eat salad because I have to. But when you eat salad tops with this sweet lobster, it is a completely different experience.
So Stephanie, what they created here in the back, they made wonderful lobster rolls. Those look amazing. And so if you're a family and you love your lobster rolls, this is gonna be great for that. And my gosh, if you love lobster, and if you haven't had lobster macaroni and cheese, my gosh, what are you waiting for, right? Especially if you love lobster. I mean, what an amazing, indulgent way to try lobster. So our offer today is a 6-count or a 12-count. And they come in these, it's hard to tell here, but these bags are resealable bags. And I like that because I'm a family of one, and obviously 6 lobster tails or even 12 is a lot for me. So what I traditionally do, I just pop in there and I just get what I want, and I reseal the bag and I keep them in my deep freezer. But they're a great buy, and I like buying them here at HSN because I can't get these at like my local fish market, and I can't get them at the supermarket because these are fresh Maine lobster. So these are those premium lobsters that if you're celebrating an anniversary, or if there's a graduation or a dinner or a shower, something really big and your family is going out and you guys really are going to do it up. It's a night on the town and you're gonna have lobster, maybe even a steak. You're probably gonna order Maine lobster, but typically on those menus, they only have market price. So I love that you have that quality of that sweetness and that tenderness of those lobster tails in your home, and you can get them on FlexPay. And that makes it very affordable. So to get the 6-count, it's $39.98. And that's very affordable. Even for the 6-count, for the full price of $119, you think about going out to dinner. Dinner for 2 people, right? Even if it's a lobster dinner, and even at a fine dining restaurant where a lot of the foods are sold a la carte, and gosh, if you add a glass of wine or two to that meal, you're definitely talking about one meal over $100 for just 2.
Absolutely.
For just 2 people. So to be able to get a 6-count or a 12-count, your money goes a lot further when you're shopping with us. If you'd like to order 082752, these are the Stonington lobsters that you guys have known and loved. And it's perfect for this Mom and Me Day at HSN because who doesn't want to, if you're lucky enough to still be blessed to have your mom, spoil her if you can. Spoil her.
Absolutely. Cook for her.
Yes.
Give her the finest. And Marlo, give her something that you just can't find everywhere. I can't walk into a grocery store and buy this. And I love your point about eating out. We have a large family. I have 4 teenage boys. And very honestly, we don't go out to eat anymore because it is simply cost prohibitive. However, when I am able to treat them at the cost for less than 2 people heading out to eat, it's amazing. You know, yes, this is a splurge. Yes, bringing lobster home is a treat. But when we price out this, first of all, the size of a tail, you are going to pay so much more to add this on to another meal at a restaurant than you are to bring it home and have it how you want it. You did mention lobster mac and cheese. This is my son, Ryan, who is actually running camera for me today. This is his preferred method of how to have his lobster in a decadent mac and cheese. And again, if you're thinking about treating mom and you're not that proficient in the kitchen, you can pick up amazing versions of mac and cheese and not even have to do much work, and then pick up the lobsters easy on the grill broil or boiled and then add it to it. Mom is going to be floored with the amazing meal that you've been able to provide. Because Marlo, think about it. We all know it's just about sitting down, having a great meal with family, enjoying the beauty of food. And, you know, especially lately, it's not so much about going out. It's having that high quality food at home. Look how that lobster splits open on the back. Does that not look absolutely beautiful? And again, that's because it is coming from Maine. It is all about the source of your food. We've talked about that so much lately, and that is especially true when it comes with seafood. You can't find these just anywhere, and I can't tell you how beautifully they are cooking up. Each and every one of them looks even more delicious. So this really is a treat, and it's a treat you don't have to go to a restaurant for. Market price always makes me nervous when I see that, Marlo, because if they're not willing to tell me what something costs, I'm assuming it's more than I want to pay. So
that's
one
true.
of the beauties of this.
And I think the most
right now.
And you know, the other point that I wanted to touch on, Stephanie, and I know that you know this, not everyone lives in an area where they have access to fresh seafood. It's not the case. Our country is wide and broad, and there are many of you who live in areas where it's challenging to have fresh seafood. So the fact that we can actually ship to your home fresh Maine lobster, I want you to think about that offer. That's really, really special. That's special for all of us. Our studios are here in Florida. Well, we have fresh seafood, but we don't have Maine lobster. And that's the difference here. And so I hope that if you love it, that you'll allow us to be able to send it to you. This is always a customer favorite here at HSN. You've got your flex pay, you have your free shipping and handling. I understand the 6 count is the most popular choice, which is really wonderful, but you also have the 12 count. The 12 count is great. If you're planning on, you know, maybe this summer having a barbecue and having friends over, kind of mix it up a little bit. I could see you, you know, putting these out, you know, for your friends and kind of just really enjoying it, especially because we skipped last year, right, Stephanie? we skipped last year with having friends over for the summer. So I'm thinking this year, if it's safe or if you feel comfortable enough to do that, that would be really, really a lot of fun.
What a treat. And now is the time, Marla. We only get these a couple times a year for you.
Absolutely. Well, happy Mother's Day to you, Stephanie.
Thank you so much. I will be happy to celebrate with this lobster.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank all of you so much for watching.